For dinner tonight, I finally got around to making the sausage and lentil stew. It was really easy to do. The recipe originally called for the crock pot. I did it stovetop, took less than an hour. That looks really good, Grace. And then we have basic salad with toasted sunflower seeds and then some of my homemade grating bread. Very simple dinner, but I think it's going to be delicious. Okay, this has been marinating for over 24 hours, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on the tray. I've shaken this up a couple times. It smells really good. When you're doing your meat, you're going to want to make sure your dehydrator can get up to temperature. So it needs to be up to between 145 and 155. I put all the instructions for food safety on parsnipsandparsimony.com. That for the recipe, you can read all of that. But I'm going to lay it on the trays. Then we're going to let it go for 4 to 6 hours. They say preferably 6 hours. And then we're going to toss it in the oven one more time, just to make sure we kill everything that could possibly hurt us. And then we will have beef jerky. I put this on a tray, so if it drips down. It makes less
so it doesn't drip up?
Yeah, I don't think. Unless gravity changed in the last 24 hours, which I don't think it did. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too type A about this, Art.
Yeah, you could do it daddy style and just kind of toss them on.
You definitely need to make sure there's airflow around all the pieces.
Okay.
I mean, this is meat, so you want to be careful with that.
Yeah, when I do apples or something like that, I pack them up really tight. I figure they shrink while they're cooking, so they, well, if they take up a lot of space, once they start shrinking, they don't take up as much.
Right, and it's just apples.
Yeah, but these, you probably have to be far more careful.
They say, Art, that after you do this, you actually don't have to refrigerate it. We always refrigerate our meat afterwards, but they say you don't have to. Well, that's news to me. You want to help, Art?
Sure. I'm going to turn the camera off and help load it up. One tray is done. We'll put on the next one, and I have my tray here. I'm going to help too. Janelle's just finishing up all the little pieces there, and it was about exact. Look at that.
We thought we were going to not have enough room, but
about perfect.
Yeah.
So, and in case if you're wondering what we're going to do with all these onions, we're going to save them, and we'll probably cook the soup or something.
Yeah,
and they'll
freeze them.
Yeah, go very nicely in the soup.
Yeah, very well flavorful soup. That's for sure. I gotta wash my hands. No waste, right, Art? No waste.
That's right. Why would you want to waste anything?
Only for soup.
It'll taste really good soup too.
Right.
Yeah.
5 trays. This was 4 pounds before I trimmed it, so about 3.5 pounds of meat here. We got it all on there. Let's see if I can get this up here. There we go. Hey, not that much drip, Art. You know, I thought this was going to drip a lot, but it actually didn't. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Let's see, I need the top. And okay, and it said 150.
You got it figured out.
Okay, so it looks like there's presets: 104, 113, 122, 131, 140, 149, or 158. I guess it said 145 to 155, so we'll do the I'll get it figured out. We'll do the 150. And then there's time, so let's set it for, let's do 4 hours, Art, and then we'll check it.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it turn off after 4 hours,
Yes.
or beep, or what?
It should turn off. There we go. And we'll just let it work. Wow, listen how quiet that is. That's so quiet compared to our other one. Look at that.
Should we have the viewers watch it for 4 hours?
No. Do you want to see, Daniel? Look. Don't touch the button now.
Fine.
See, now it says it's 3 hours and 59 minutes.
Mommy, hit that button.
Yeah, don't turn it off. It's Mommy set the timer.
So
it's.
Mommy, why do you have a new timer like that?
Why do we have a new timer like that? Because it's gonna cook the meat, and then we're gonna eat it, and it's gonna be really yummy.
It's beef jerky.
You've never had beef jerky.
No.
I haven't made it since I was pregnant with you.
Mommy, microwave like that. I do microwave. We have a new.
This is not a microwave. This is called a dehydrator. Okay? And this one doesn't make food really hot, but it dries it out and it makes dried apples and dried peaches.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy food.
And beef jerky.
And mixed beef jerky. Are you going to sit here and watch this for 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yes. 3 hours and 58 minutes, so that puts us at what? 7, 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
That's
we'll,
not bad.
we'll still be
We'll
up.
still be up, and then we put it,
Mommy,
pop it in the oven, and it'll be all done.
No, hit that.
Yeah, don't go touching. As you can tell, it is late. The beef jerky at the 4-hour point was not quite done. We ended up rotating the trays because the bottom tray was a lot closer to being done than the top tray, so Art went ahead and rotated the trays. I put it on for another 2 more hours, so that put us up to the 6-hour mark. It's got the automatic shut off, so it will just turn off. I'm going to bed because I'm not staying up until 1:30 in the morning to finish this up. It will be fine until I get up, and I will take care of the rest of it in the morning. I will pop back on here. You won't even know that there's going to be a sleep between the next video clip. But this mom is going to go to sleep, and I will show you guys the rest of the process in the morning. Good night. It's been a couple days since I made the beef jerky, and I wanted to give an update on that whole process that you just saw. It ended up taking a lot longer than the initial. I think I did 4 hours or 5 hours. It needed to go longer. I don't know if it was the temperature. I ended up rotating trays, moving the top trays to the bottom, vice versa. Bottom trays were cooked faster than the top trays, so that's why I rotated them. And it took, I want to say it was 2 more 5-hour sections of just letting it run till it got to the dryness that I like. Now maybe it was done sooner than that, but I really like mine really, really dry. That's just a personal preference. So I really cooked it. The kids loved it. Let me show you how much is left. This is all that I have left from those 5 trays of beef jerky. The kids love it. The boys love it. Everybody loved it. And so I'm going to have to make more. But you can see how this has really gotten really leathery. And some of the pieces are tougher than others. That's pretty typical for when you make it. But this is not spicy at all. It's just got a nice flavor to it. I definitely think you could double the amount of hot sauce pieces. I remember when my parents made it, it seemed like it was really hot. So you could either double the hot sauce or you could add some cayenne pepper if you really want to heat it up a little bit. But it is amazingly delicious. It's not hard to do. You guys saw the different processes over the couple days. So you can space out this project. And it does last a really long time. I keep it in the refrigerator. I know they say if you dry it out and then you put it in the oven to make sure you've killed everything, you don't have to refrigerate it. I like to refrigerate it. That's just personal preference. And it's obviously a huge hit in my family. If you're looking for the recipe, I will put that down in the description below so you can check it out. I absolutely will make this again in the very near future as soon as I get the new ingredients for it. But that is the update on the beef jerky, and I have since made some dehydrated nuts, which also came out very good, and you'll be seeing that video and that recipe shortly. But with that, I'm going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for coming along. Let me know if you love beef jerky. If you make your own, I'd love to see your recipe to see how it compares to mine, because this is the only thing that I've ever made before, so I'd love to see your recipe. Hope you're having a fabulous day, and we'll see you in our next video. Good night.